But I do have good points. Zingers.
You do. You are between you and Cam and your one-liners.
Sometimes they come out like everybody's talking. I'll like you have to really pay attention. I'll hear. I'm like, that was fun.
Oh, what was that?
That was Chris's little zingers.
I don't like
That's
that.
the sound they make.
Seriously, what was that?
Was that you?
Yes.
I felt that in my penis.
You do that again, I'm punching you in the liver.
Right?
Jesus.
God.
I hurt my eardrums.
That was
my
so
ears.
high. Was there a whistle at the beginning of that?
At the
It
end of
literally felt like something flew through the room, too. There's that, like,
I had an existential crisis.
you're like,
Out
did
of
I
body
just get
experience.
shot?
The apocalypse. I felt my soul leave through my penis.
It's my penis.
Is that supposed to be who is that? The penis thing.
It's the little kid when they're milking the cow and he reaches for it and he touches. He's like, oh, "That's a penis."
I don't think I've seen that. I thought you guys were
It is
impersonating
so
Mike Tyson.
funny.
Oh, it's hilarious.
No, it's funny.
Penis.
Well, with that, let's bring it into our conversation for the night.
Nothing like breaking the ice like a good old penis.
Hell yeah. We're gonna have some fun tonight. Probably a little parental advisory at this
If you didn't
point.
catch it yet.
We're gonna go for our little AskMen.
Ask.
The constant joke here.
Man.
From the very first one.
He's so good at not pronouncing the K. Like,
It's the English.
It is. It's the
the
English part of
Dutch.
me. I'm not Dutch.
He's not Dutch.
I think it's in there. I do. I
lies the
think.
joke.
That's what she said.
Who, Kara?
Well,
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Here we go. I got an Ask Men question
whoa,
for you.
hold
Okay,
on.
sorry. Go ahead.
Hold on. Number one, is this like part 4?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's not count just in case we're off.
Plus,
Number 2.
these are going to be to continue, and I don't want to
It's
get
true.
like.
We're just gonna keep
We're
on
also
going.
we're going to be like the Now CDs. Now 54 with all the greatest
Ask
hits.
Men, part 56.
If you're related to
At least
us,
it's not
stop
Kid Bob.
watching now and find a different one.
Yes,
please.
Immediately. Go
Yes.
somewhere else.
You know, my father-in-law learned that really quick.
My mom.
just-
This
he-
is like one of the first ones you listened
Yeah,
to.
he decided to listen to the podcast, and the first one he listened to is our Ask Men part 1.
Yeah.
And
Was it good?
he started. He's like, I stopped after 5 minutes, and I'm like, thank you.
See, the thing that embarrassed me, my father-in-law decided to give us a try. First one was our first Ask Men, and I was the one that asked the first question, and it was, what do you like to hear during sex from your wife or partner or whatever? And this is my father-in-law, so I'm talking about his daughter.
That's how you establish
Right.
dominance, Tony.
Exactly.
Have you seen those like?
he should know. We're down the hall. Just kidding.
You just pee on it.
Whoa! Have you seen those like TikToks and like Instagram reels where it's like they'll come in here and like, all right, this one's just for the boys. Like, I'm
Yes.
trying to help me rank these video games from best, to worst. And like, all right, now that it's really just the boys, hey, can you tell me like what kind of shaving cream should I use? All right, now that it's really just the boys.
Yes.
And they just keep going until they
going.
finally ask something, and it's so
He's
funny.
like, and like, how do you shave your butthole?
Yeah. Is it like a 2-person thing because I don't feel comfortable with anyone else?
I've got a process. I do.
He does.
Chris does. Yes.
Well, before we get this night going, let me introduce all of us here tonight. Just in case you don't know who we are. I'm Zach. I got Tony, Austin, Chris,
Hello.
and Cam. We're going to be your...
We are the men.
Yeah, we're going to be your men for the night.
Men.
Manly men.
Did you see I put my arms up and ready? Because I knew it was coming.
That was funny.
That's how well we know each other. I'm like,
Right.
cue the music.
So,
I can't help it. It's like a twitch.
Cam, start us off.
So, talking about penises. Have you guys seen the new Jack A movie yet?
Yes.
Not yet.
No.
Oh my god.
It's
Have you seen
hilarious.
it?
Yeah, I watched it the other night.
I was waiting to watch it with the boys.
It's on,
And
it's on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, me too.
It's on
It's on
yeah.
HBO too.
It's on My Family
My
Cinema
Family
too.
Cinema.
Pretty sure I saw it on HBO Max too.
But
anyways,
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I fast forward through some of the wiener stuff.
there's a lot,
There's just a lot of
there's a lot of
wieners.
penises in that
A
movie.
lot.
Not a
And
lot
I'm
of
like, I
people.
don't really care. I don't need to watch this part. But who's the one guy, kind of the Mohawk? His name like Aaron or something?
Yeah.
Dude gets the crap beat out of him like nonstop in that show. But there's this one part where they're doing the test the cup.
Oh my
Like the cup
gosh.
test.
Poor guy.
And they tell him that they're gonna bring in like a lightweight champion to like punch him in the penis. And they dude walks around the corner and they actually brought in the reigning heavyweight champion.
Oh no.
And
Tyson
he
Fury?
is huge.
His
Fury.
face, his
I
face
don't know.
just drops.
Big,
I can't. It's
big
like a
dude.
I can't. It's not Tyson Fury. It's like
not?
the welterweight
Oh.
heavy or something. I can't remember. It's not Tyson Fury though. But yeah, his face just like drops, and you literally see the blood just drain from his face.
No.
Dude, and he basically stands up on two chairs and that heavyweight guy straight up just like punches him straight in the penis.
Gosh.
And like they slow it down and you see the ripple of energy through his body. Dude, it was insane.
So they did a whole segment of that in the movie of different things, and another one was a softball pitcher, like a high
One of
up
those,
there,
one
like
of those hard
yeah, like
plastic.
World Series, like softball pitcher type girl.
Yeah.
And you know where they just do the quick under, just throw it.
Oh, she throws fast.
So he twitches on a couple parts, and so misses like completely, gets him like on the inner thigh on a couple of them, and he's just all bruised up. And then sure enough, like she just nails him right in the middle, and he's just like, you'd think a cup would help. He's like, but it doesn't, because it literally just, that whole area, it just crushes. It's not just, yeah.
All a cup is for is just to allow you to possibly still have children. The pain is still there.
Oh, they're long past that.
Yeah.
Like you still think.
Oh.
I mean, I can imagine if the cup wasn't there, the balls would have
It's
exploded.
Ngannou.
yeah.
Ngannou punches him.
Gosh.
Yeah.
He's a real big dude.
Yeah,
He's
dude.
a big dude.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting
Francis
to hear
Ngannou.
a question here.
My question is, how much would it cost for you to do it
Get punched in the penis?
by this guy?
$1 million.
Oh my gosh! Are you? Look at those
Francis Ngannou.
shoulders
Yeah,
on
dude.
that guy.
He's a UFC. He's
Oh, look at his glove. Look at how big that glove. Oh my god!
Dude, look at him. He's like gonna cry.
he always gets the short end of the
He
stick.
does.
He does.
Honestly, I kind of feel like watching the show. I feel like Steve-O didn't do all that much.
No.
Johnny didn't do all that much.
Really?
Except he got laid out by a bull.
Oh,
so.
he did. So funny thing, real quick side story on that. So he gets laid out by the bull. When they were filming it, the director was like, "Hey man, we kind of got the wrong angle. We need to do it again."
No.
And he had to go do it again, and that's when he got laid out. So he got hit the first time, kind of came out of it walking. And yeah, the director's like, "Hey man, I'm so sorry. We got the wrong angle. We need to do it again." And Johnny's like, "All right, that's fine. Let's go do it
Dude,
again."
it blows
And
my
then
mind that
that's-
these men are alive.
That one knocked him out, gave him a concussion. He, like, when he hits the ground, he's snoring. He's out.
Miracle of modern medicine.
So,
Yeah, I was just gonna say there was a meme going around
Right.
that Jackass is living proof of evolution in modern medicine.
Yeah, dude.
Like it's a
Those
miracle
guys are
these guys are still
insane.
alive. That's crazy.
Oh, there's a ton of it is pretty funny. Very cringy, but pretty funny.
yeah.
But yeah, how much would you how much to punch in the nuts?
$1 million.
Realistically, though,
500,000.
like
That's
you,
cut in half, like immediately.
like you think
That's a lot of money.
I mean,
Wearing a cup
Honestly,
like that, $100.
$100.
holy hell.
God, you're a
Okay,
whore.
now let me guess. So you gonna sniff the glove after?
I might sniff the cup.
What?
No way, dude. dude, $100. I will pay
This
you
is-
$100 to stand right there, and I'll kick you right in the nuts.
I gotta wear a cup at least.
Okay.
This is the guy that pops his dick. He just
Yeah, let's bring that up again.
Oh, it's never going away. It's on the internet.
Dang, that's great. $100. You are wild, dude.
Goodness
Okay,
gracious.
I don't know if you're wild or desperate. I can't tell.
Here's the thing.
I'm the most desperate one here, and I
So back when I worked in grocery store, there was
You're doing all right now.
I'm homeless in a way. Like
You've got a roof over your head. You've got loving in-laws.
it's true.
So we had some syrup that had fallen onto the ground in the back room and kind of dried up a little bit, and a couple people rolled their 6-wheelers through it. Before it got cleaned up, someone was there and said, I dare you to look it up. And I finally said, how much money you guys got? For every inch that was licked up, I would get $1, and like 3 guys put it into it. I went for it. I made like $30.
30
inches of syrup.
It was an inch, so it was about 10 inches. I just put my tongue down and started licking. Just went and dragged.
Your math's off.
You said $1 an
It
inch.
was 3 different guys.
Oh, $1
yeah.
from each guy. Per
Yes.
inch.
So
Okay.
3 guys gave you $1 an inch, and you just stuck your face to the
It
ground.
costs a
and
lot
took
more
it.
for a dollar an
You-
inch
and
in
you
these
slopped
Arnie-
it up. Huh?
Yeah, I've got like, there's video of it on Facebook.
Oh gosh, that's got to be illegal.
On me.
I mean, honestly,
And you live to tell the tale.
yeah, $100 is it's a
So
good
let's-
chunk of change.
$100, dude. Oh my gosh.
So
man.
back to your question. I think
Realistically,
100
10
grand.
grand? Would you do it for 10 grand?
Oh, easily.
What?
I mean, I just said,
I'm
What
not.
if there's hospital bills? They pay for that too? Because there's a risk rate.
$10,000
$10,000
in your pocket. Like everything else taken care of.
$10,000 plus all medical.
No.
Yeah, medical's covered.
No, I
10
have
grand?
To,
No.
no. 10 grand nowadays is just not that much.
It's still a lot.
Bud,
I
inflation.
love that we're all like, no, and he's like, $100.
No.
10 grand.
Honestly.
You really want it
He's
for
like-
10 grand?
He's like one of those like tourist place negotiators where they come out. It's like $50 for this shirt. Whoa. Okay, 5. Whoa.
Honestly, it would take, this is bare minimum, it would take 100 grand for me in my pocket.
100 grand? 100K?
100,000.
Just
Man.
to get punched in the nuts with a cup on?
Right.
Realist. I
From
was
him
thinking-
in Ghana? Yeah. 100 grand.
I feel like he would like I would lose a couple years of my life.
Just in scare tech.
Exactly.
For 100 grand.
Couple years in both directions. Like I feel like
For
I
real.
would like have short-term memory loss and future memory loss immediately.
I'd have flashbacks of my birth, is what I would do.
Man, I'm really
I'm
crunching
just-
numbers here. I might do it for 50.
Would you?
50K? I think I'd do it for
I think
50.
you're wild for 50,000.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I go to say a number and then my gut's like, nope, higher.
Nope, higher. More.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
what I'm
okay,
saying.
it would be a lot easier if I was blindfolded. The anticipation of the punch.
That'd be
No.
even worse. That'd be 500.
Well, I mean, when he gets the softballs thrown at him and the hockey puck shot at him,
Yeah, the hockey
Good
puck.
heavens.
he did a lot.
I don't know if I want
See,
to
he lived through all
he
this.
flinched.
Yeah.
So that tells me
So he flinched, and when they do the softball, they yell
made
at him,
$1
and
million, though.
they're like, "Why do you keep moving?" He's like, "I don't know," because she would have hit him with the first pitch.
But
he
he moved.
and it
well,
nailed
yeah,
him in
you
the thigh.
flinch, man.
Nailed him in the thigh.
No
though.
one wants to get hit in the dick.
Nope,
No.
except these weirdos.
I'm,
They don't. I mean, they get paid a lot more than 100 grand to get hit in the dick.
I mean, but not as much as you'd think. Like, I
over
feel
the
like
long
my
run.
threshold is higher than what they got paid.
do you think? What do you think they got paid for that episode?
Well, let's look at their net worth.
Yeah, I was gonna. Well, the net worth on the internet is garbage.
right.
But
I mean, it's on thethings.com. It's
But
got to be
they're
accurate.
investing their time, you know? It pays off.
because I feel like none of them live in a nice, like a super big mansion or anything. Like none of them are really racking it in. I don't
So,
even think.
no.
they got a lot of medical bills.
I don't even think Johnny
coming in-
Knoxville does.
Coming in ninth place, I think they'd make more than you think. Dave England has a net worth of 2.5 million.
And how,
supposedly.
what movie number is this? 5?
4.
4. So
Eighth place, Preston Lacey, the fat dude.
Listen.
3 million.
real quick though, they make horrible choices on a movie. You think they make good life choices with their money?
But I mean,
So-
okay.
True.
But here's my reasoning. There were
Cocaine, he had a
people
lot of-
in the original Jackass and Jackass 2 still living out of their trucks.
Right.
Yeah.
But Steve will put $1 million worth of money up his nose, is what he
Yeah.
did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's on the up and up now. Like he's
Yeah, that dude's got to be racking it in.
Right.
Yeah,
So Aaron McGahee,
that's
the guy that got
that's
launched,
Mohawk, Yep.
3.5 million
That's
net
how
worth.
much.
Huh?
That's how much.
That's not enough. Because that's from his whole. They said the majority of that is from his whole stint on Jackass, like all 24 episodes of the original series, and then the movie.
Gosh.
So you break it down. What's 3.5 divided by 24?
Oh, am I that?
Punch it in.
Am I the
800
calculator?
something thousand. 800.
Like, and then you divide it by how many stunts in an
I
episode.
think we need to just write an answer and move on. I'm feeling just.
You feeling uneasy in the
I mean,
gut?
that's like 145,000 episode.
An episode?
A show.
That's all right.
Yeah, the 24
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
episodes of the show.
I think I could do it for 50. I think I could.
See,
I think with
It would
Chris,
be
I'd want
rough,
100
but,
million,
like,
100,000.
It would be super. It would be over so fast. It would be over so like it would suck. It would suck really bad, but it would be over quick.
See, but it makes sense that he'd do 50 because he's only got half the baggage.
Dude,
It's 100,000 for both, 50 for one.
no. The thing is, the one that's like a quarter there is super sensitive.
Dude.
That's the more sensitive side.
I got hit in the balls with a lacrosse ball and I had a cup on, and I was in agony for a week after
week?
that. Just anytime
I've
you
taken
move.
hits down there. Yeah,
Every like even the slightest tap, and I'm like on the floor, and I'm like,
Right.
this sucks.
honestly, like again, thinking about my current situation, we're trying to afford a house right now. And even with what I would consider an amazing down payment is barely a niche off of the block. And so I sit and think like, okay, what would I need to put on a down payment on a house? And then that's kind of where numbers are trying to come in here.
100,000.
10K.
Oh.
10K.
Steve-O's only worth 4 million.
150,000.
150? 150?
Yeah.
Man. See, I feel like I'm kind of being greedy with 50K. I'm still shocked at your 100. Man.
funny.
That's so ridiculous.
Wee Man comes in second at 8 million.
I see that.
I see that.
And then number one, obviously, is Johnny Knoxville, 50 million.
but he's done a lot.
But
since
he's done
Jackass,
actual
though.
movies.
Yeah.
He was just a part of WrestleMania.
How
Zach,
is that guy alive?
you need to go down to Vegas. Just stand on the strips and just hold a sign that says, kick me in the balls for $100.
you
You'd
were
make,
right.
Probably
it
making
in.
some good money.
you'd make a lot of
You
money.
know how many drunk guys would be like, oh,
You'd
let
make
me,
it-
let me just, I'm going
They
to
get down on their knees to kiss him.
He'd make
You're like,
$100
kick,
and
kiss,
say,
kick.
F this is what he would
Yeah.
do. You'd
Well,
make
bunch of-
$100 for the day is what you
bunch of
do.
dicks.
Because you get it once and you'd be like, yeah, that wasn't worth it. That's exactly what would happen.
You would have
Unless
the
you got
first
them
guy that would kick you with his toe,
Thunderballs.
and his toe would go right up into your taint, and it wouldn't even hit
And it
the
would
cup.
split them like over.
motion splits the boys as it goes up.
It's like the slow motion videos where you like punch Gak. It's like,
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was picturing in my head.
Here's my question about the $100.
It's like silly putty.
Is there a weird kink? Do you like getting kicked in the balls?
No,
oh, you were slow to realize that.
That laugh was a little too long.
I'm like, I don't know, man. There's got to be something to this $100. I don't know.
He
likes it flicked.
Just standing on the bed with his legs spread. Kara's just kicking away.
Thank you, ma'am. May I have another? Thank you, ma'am. May I have another?
I bet I get a text about how we're picking on you when this airs.
Do you get those often?
No, only occasionally.
From who?
he legit
From
does.
those two friends. My one friend at work that listens to him and an older coworker that does.
Oh, that's funny.
There's people out there who actually feel bad for me, Tony.
It's so funny.
I think I pick
I
on
do.
everybody equally. Thank you.
That's a lie.
I don't pick on you the most. I stand up for your ass. A lot.
All right.
Now get back in your place and shut up.
Calm down.
All right, moving on. Let's get another question.
Stay in your
Hey,
lane.
we're having fun here,
This
Tony.
is funny.
Why
This
are
is
we
funny.
talking about getting kicked in the balls?
Okay,
Tony's over here sweating.
I don't like
He's
it.
already
$100
feeling it.
grand. Would you do it for $100 grand? Somebody brought up a stack of $100,000. You would get kicked in the balls. If you saw the money.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
50
I'm
grand.
gonna go to the bank, grab 10, and just see what happens. Like, all right, Tony.
I know it's good.
I see 10 grand daily. It's not that much.
It's really not.
I use more to wipe my ass. It's a lot. It's 10 grand's a thick chunk of hundreds.
Yeah.
that much.
It's only, it's
Yeah.
only half an inch.
That's a lot of money. Yeah. That's
Not
a thick
I mean, that's one of those
comparatively.
things where someone walks up and says, "Give you 10 grand to kick you in the nuts with a cup on." I'd be like, "I'd done it for 100, but all right."
Then they give you $100.
No,
You just
they
said,
made the deal for
"Please."
10.
See, now the argument, though, isn't just any random schmo coming up and kicking you in the nuts. This is a professional
Yeah.
heavyweight. Is he a boxer or UFC fighter?
His
He's
punch.
UFC. No, he's UFC.
Oh, UFC?
Yeah.
I mean,
Francis
Didn't his
Ngannou.
punch break a world record or
I
something?
don't know
know
about
about
that,
that.
actually.
yeah, 100 grand
He's
at
just,
least.
he puts people to sleep.
Oh my gosh.
You want to go down that?
Emotional damage. That's what you would get.
What if there's like long-term damage?
That's the gamble.
He would
Well, you
he
get
would
100 grand.
rearrange your intestines.
I
You
want
don't need
100
them
grand. All said and done.
I still would like to get hard.
I'm sure you still could.
Oh, I doubt it.
He created the world record for hardest punch
Right.
ever,
Okay, you're right.
measured at 129,161 units of hardness.
Is there I've only got one unit of hardness.
And that's only occasionally.
You have to be well hydrated.
Can we get a reference? Can we get a frame of reference? Like what's a unit of hardness?
Oh my god!
Well, in the morning,
I'm trying to
A boob pops out.
I'm just
You know what?
curious. I'm just curious.
It's straight
You know
up
that
just
episode
says,
of Friends when she's like labels them 1 through 7? 7, 7, 7, 7.
4,
That's
3, 3, 4,
Levels of what?
5, 7.
She's like labeling the parts of a female body of like what turns them
The
on.
erogenous zones.
Yeah.
There's 7 erogenous.
There's 7? That's one? Kind of important.
I'm trying to find. I can't find what.
You know what it is? In the arcade when you punch that that bag and it records your pit, that's what it is.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like those numbers is that.
I'm just kidding.
No, but you're probably right.
Oh, I think it's a Newton.
Yeah, that makes even way more sense.
I mean, at least it's an actual unit. Oh, let's see here.
No thanks.
I just feel
The
like
force of a regular punch. Let's see here.
What's regular?
Like average.
Okay.
The average human punch generates around 120 to 150 psi,
Right.
or 360 to 450 pounds of force in total.
Okay.
450
Yeah,
and his was what?
like 142,000.
But that's units.
The
not-
average boxers. Yeah, let's see here. It just says units. The one I
The
looked up.
conversion's not making sense.
Yeah, how does let's see here.
I don't know.
All right. While he's looking this up, let's find another
I'll look
question.
it up. Yeah.
Here, I got one. What is a simple pleasure that the opposite sex rarely never gets to experience?
Peeing standing up.
Dude, that is a great pleasure.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That I mean, especially when you need to go and like the tank refills multiple times. Do you ever get those?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that feels really good. Or post
Post peas?
sex,
Peas.
post sex peas.
Ah,
Ooh, I don't like those.
You don't like those?
Oh, I like them. It just is like it's clearing everything out.
Oh, it feels so good.
Yeah.
It's still super sensitive.
The pee-pee?
Yeah.
Oh.
Huh?
You know how your tip gets sensitive after. Does yours not?
I mean, it does, but
Not that long after.
yeah, not that long after.
Wait,
Oh, I guess it depends on how long after sex you're talking. I just assume like you do it and then go
minute.
pee. Like
Yeah.
You got to wait for everything to clear out. But yeah, I mean, you're still leaning over the toilet.
oh yeah, see I don't know. I wait until he's like ready to pee now. Like he knows the job's done and now we're gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Okay. Then yeah, that's fine.
I'm not
But I
leaning
don't
over
think
the
it's any
toilet.
better
I'm not
pee than
planking
another.
the toilet.
Oh, I do that.
You plank the toilet?
Dude, I like have to pee. It's like I have to purge all the stuff out at the end because I don't want to pee like this.
It won't allow me.
Really?
There, I can't until
It's like
the soldier's
Traffic,
laid to
the
rest.
little-
The trap door that like separates the
Right.
one tube from the other hasn't actually moved to the other side yet.
oh, yeah. It takes about 2 seconds for me to be like, okay, it's time, and it's like, yeah, let's do this.
Really?
Right.
2 seconds?
Yeah, all right, that's figure of speech, but yeah, around maybe 2.4 seconons. Just kidding.
I think Chris has like way too much control down there.
It's not a bad thing.
I flex.
No, it's not. I'm envious of it.
He does lots of kegels.
towel flexes.
Did everyone
wrap a
just do a
towel over it,
kegel?
flex.
Just me?
Right?
You know how people can do that weird thing where they bend their like last knuckle?
Yeah.
He does that with his pee-pee. He's just like, weep, 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 weep.
Well, it's
The reason I've been
it's
married.
doing-
You guys sit there,
it's
weep.
doing- just the tip. It's just up there going.
No, you know how like when you get cold, you get the shivers. I just do that down there. Just shivers.
Ooh, I do. Pea shivers.
Sounds like I'm making a
pee
smoothie.
where you shiver.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
No, that's a
and
good
then you
one.
got to get the kick.
Right?
You know, the best pee is up camping first thing in the morning when it's still.
what I'm talking about.
It is.
Oh, you kick the floor, you're like, yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, yeah.
The best pee is when you're up camping and it's still a brisk morning and you go out and you know you're kind of cold, got your jacket on, but you whip it out and hurry and pee. Oh, I like that one.
The steam coming off the ground.
Yeah.
I went on a mancation with my dad. What?
This is awesome. I love these. This is just
We went
guy talk.
on a dirt biking trip, and this guy had this awesome toilet seat that plugged right into the
Oh yeah.
hitch of a truck. Well, he backed the truck up to this almost cliff area. So you get up bright and early, you go and you sit on the toilet, and you're looking out over the canyon, taking a deuce. That was glorious. That was a core memory for me.
Awesome.
Breeze
Nice.
kicking in. Oh, it was
Screw playing on your phone. Yeah, that would be glorious.
literally the coolest thing.
I'd start yodeling.
It was so rad. It was in Wyoming, so there was literally like no one.
Right.
But it was
Best.
That's
fantastic.
Awesome.
Ricola.
So real quick, to put it in perspective, Dana White said that Nagano's strongest punch is more powerful than a 12-pound sledgehammer swung full force from overhead.
Get out.
$100,000.
$100.
$100.
Hot. You're still sticking with the Hyundai.
Okay, let's replace the boxer with a 12-pound sledgehammer coming at you full force. You would take a
So
sledgehammer to
if
the
you watch that
Like
video,
you're
though,
laying on the ground, spread eagle, and the hammer's coming from above head onto your nuts.
that's just stupidity right there.
That's
if
the
you
same.
watch the video, he's like a foot away, if that. It's just like at
He
that.
folds
Oh,
it. He
bro.
throws it into it though from that video.
He hit
it's
hard.
thrown in.
It wasn't a little. It was like swing.
In the defense there, I will say he was wearing a padded glove.
Right. There's a difference there.
There's a big difference there.
Yeah.
And his fist is the freaking size of a bowling ball. Yep. So that pressure is distributed.
Yeah.
And if you have a small pecker, it's not so bad.
And a nice shield.
By the way, that was not a slam.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay, it's okay.
I do.
all
It's
right.
cool.
When it's cold, very
in
small.
that situation, I think mine would be like a turtle head. He'd be like, "I'm out."
Well, then you're
You
fine.
suck up.
Then you're just taking the pressure to the femur.
It's
See,
like,
but
Grabbing a turtleneck.
right.
Or pelvic bone.
Have you ever had?
yeah, I bet a girl wouldn't be happy about that.
No.
Okay, have you ever been like laying
Cougar
on the
shot.
couch or something, or laying in a weird position where like maybe your leg's up or something? Have you ever had a ball like slip back into its like
No.
cubby hole?
No,
Not even the one?
no.
Have you?
I think I have.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a weird feeling. It's like it's
Come out.
like don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. It's like it slips back into where it came from when they dropped originally. Yeah, dude, it's weird.
I've seen memes where like it's like only guys will understand that someone with a water bottle and they squeeze it so it makes like a vacuum and then they go and they pull a yolk out from the egg whites. And I'm like, I don't get it. As I've never experienced that, but I had to read the comments. I'm like, I've never
and I
had
honestly
that in my life.
like you. It's mostly because like.
It sounds painful.
Oh no, it's not painful at all.
It's
It's
just
just
weird.
startling and just weird because I
You
mean,
just know it's out of place. You're
it
like,
comes
"Oh."
from you sitting in like weird positions. So like
I'm gonna
you know,
try.
like lay on the couch and your head's like laying down. You're,
It's like
watching
usually
TV,
when
you're
it's like really
bored.
hot, so the bag is nice and
super
soggy.
loose, lots of
Like,
room to move.
Yeah.
It fits perfectly. It's like it's perfect little cradle. It's just and you're like,
Little
whoa,
coin purse.
like what you doing in there, bud?
I never.
Try it now. Go home. I want you to just lay with your legs up in the air. And
Both
just
of them?
wiggle around. Usually, I've only ever had one go in at a time. They never go in together.
I'll be honest.
Like my earbuds.
I'll be honest. It's not a feeling I want to experience for whatever reason.
Oh, it's just weird.
After finding out about that, it's a deep-rooted fear
You know, the
of mine.
feeling I hate, and I might be
curious
alone
now.
in this, is where the head of my penis starts to go back in. Just the head.
Oh yeah, the turtle.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never had that.
Ugh.
It goes like
It like starts to almost as if I was uncircumcised.
You need to
It's
stay
like Homer.
hydrated.
It's like Homer in the gift,
Tell
dude,
ya.
in the bushes. He's just like,
Really?
Yeah.
You need to stay more hydrated.
That happens all the
Apparently.
time.
I need to lose weight.
dude, if you got longer hairs down there, they go in there with it too, and you're like, get out.
See,
Pulls
I
a little
shave.
bit.
I don't have that problem. It started a
begin to
lot
shave.
when I started putting on weight because now
there's
that-
extra.
That's the
there's-
problem.
yeah.
Okay.
Extra gush.
Extra
So
gish.
you thin ones don't have to deal with it.
True that.
So
that what it
back
is?
on the simple pleasures of the opposite sex. Sorry,
Yes.
there's a
No,
there's
go
a-
for it. Go for it.
There's a comment thread. I was kind of telling Tony about it until Austin yelled at us. So now I'm gonna share it now
Yeah, now share.
because it's freaking hilarious. So there's a comment thread on here. One kid says, "Morning wood so stiff, you feel like you could use it to rip open the hatch on a submarine." And then it just
Pry bar.
it just continues. So since someone else goes so hard, it feels like the casing on the sausage is about to split open. Another person goes so stiff that if you tripped in your backyard, you'd have to go to the county offices and declare you dug a well in your backyard to pay any subsequent fines. And then someone else goes, skin so tightly stretched you can see your own reflection in it.
Wow. Yeah.
And then someone else, I never thought about this. And they said, getting sunburnt and taking a Viagra to keep the sheets off your legs.
That's genius. You get at least an hour.
Right?
No sheets touching. That's great. Pitching tents.
That's fun.
I know a big one is no periods.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Pretty great.
We still deal with them.
Just indirectly.
Vicariously.
We're an innocent bystander, really.
I bet that's what it feels like to be on a bomb squad. You gotta be so careful.
Gentle.
Could you imagine
Send in the robot first.
when she tells you it's that time of the month if you came in one of those bomb suits? You know, those big, huge ones.
The big old shield.
Like in Hurt Locker or whatever.
I'd
that is.
adopt
Yeah.
the Jeremy Renner approach. It's like, if you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, it's not your problem anymore.
That's the problem, though, is it is still your problem.
Yeah. It's not enough to kill you. Not enough.
Just so you know, half the stuff I say is bullcrap anyway.
Like what?
Just like talking crap. I'm just talking smack.
Yeah.
So don't get offended.
Another simple one that hasn't been mentioned yet, but it's a clear, obvious one. A blowjob.
Yeah. No, who said it? You said it off camera, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's right. Right.
What was your response?
Sorry. No, he said, okay,
Oh, that
say
was
what you
something
said.
else.
Say
That was
what you
something
said.
I said, so are blowjobs against the church? And he looks at me very concerned. And what do you say?
I said, I sure hope not.
Very concerned.
Is it in the words of wisdom?
Not the ones I've read.
Have you seen?
The words of wisdom.
What is it?
Called the word of wisdom.
Words of, I like it though. Words of wisdom. That is.
I mean, there are more than one word in it.
Right.
Have you seen the video?
That's right.
Where the mom is getting after the kid, and it's like once it's in your mouth, you do not spit it out. And the husband turns and looks, and she's like, "You shut it."
You know how many times Kara's done that to me? She'll say something to the girls, and I just put a smirk on my face. She goes, "Stop it."
It's different. Different rules. Dude, I remember, here's a funny thing. So, thinking of this kind of stuff we're talking about, I remember one time I was my dad was watching like it was a reality show kind of like Survivor, but it was based on Gilligan's Island. So they each had like characters and stuff and whatnot. And they had to like do these challenges, all this stuff. But there's this one part where the lady like she's trying to like sift through all these dead fish and like find something. She's looking for diamonds or something to like win this challenge. Well, she's looking for them and she can't find them and she's freaking out. And like on this live show, she's like, "Gosh, when I want diamonds, all I have to do is swallow." And I'm like, "What does that mean?" And like it was until years later that memory came back and I was like, "Oh,
Oh my goodness.
I was like, this is like early 2000s, I think. No, like probably late 90s." I was just like, "What is that?"
I like this one. It says the relief after not getting a random boner at the worst moment.
Ah, yes.
I think kind of, yeah. With that, on the flip side, is getting random boners in the worst moment.
Well, but this is a simple pleasure. So
No, I-
random boners at the worst moments.
No,
are-
I
It's
know.
not a pleasure.
That's what I'm saying though. Is like on the flip side, like
A
a
simple-
simple pleasure for females would be not having to worry about
Yes.
getting
Boners.
random boners. Like
That's
the
so
end
true.
of first period in high school.
Yeah.
The bell rings and you have to figure out how to uptuck it with
And you said that one of who was it that said that one of Michael Jackson?
me. I said that.
It's like hiding a boner in the morning after the bell rings and it's him doing
doing
his
some
moves.
little weird dance.
Is it in one of our threads where somebody sent something about talking about how men, it's like when men's balls get stuck to their legs, they'll take one large step as the ball sack slowly unsticks to the side of their
Velcro
leg.
almost.
Yeah.
Well, best one is there's steps in the snow and you see one large step and it's like all men know what happened.
Yes.
You might have done a squat after that too.
This one time I was standing at the table. I was at work. It was a long time ago. And I was just standing there and like my legs were spread because I was just kind of standing funny. And it was a warm day. And so all of a sudden I started like swaying back and forth. You know, things are loose and I'm just like, whatever. Do. And like one of my good buddies comes up to me. He's like, "Are you ringing your balls like a bell right now?" I was like, "Shut up, you too." And he's like, "All the time."
You're the hunchback of Notre
Just
like,
like,
huh?
ding,
Ding, ding, ding, ding.
It reminded me of those inertia things
Oh
that
yeah,
people have on
the
their asses.
little silver,
Yeah.
marble looking things.
Yeah.
There's just something so freeing about when they're not like just smashed up in your pants.
Right.
They're just like hanging around. You're like, I feel good. I feel
Right.
free.
Oh, I love this one. It says, when you're in a bar and they put leftover ice cubes in the urinal and you get to play a game of how many of them you can melt before you run out.
I read that one, and the next comment on there was like, yeah, until one creates a little groove and it spits right back at you.
So true.
There's an art to it.
Oh man, I don't understand how they haven't designed a urinal yet that has 0 backsplash.
They have.
They have.
Where?
Well, it's those pads.
Yes.
It's got all the little
Which one?
bristles
It
on
starts
it.
on there, and it kind of goes
Oh.
up the back of the wall there, and it's got bristles
They
on
don't
it.
use that very much.
They do not.
Did you do the
splash
flip flop
back.
test?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
I like to feel
yes.
your feet.
I should say the shorts test.
All
'cause
you
I
gotta
wear-
do is look down and see if there's footprints in a mid-stall.
Looks like a damn crime scene.
But
Legit though, like I
it
stress
catches
test
it.
those things,
Right.
man. I full steam ahead,
Yeah.
man.
dude,
They
well,
try. Yeah, they were great.
Yeah.
so driving to Vegas, driving to California, we passed through. I think it was a gas station near Vegas, and we went in, had to stop to go to the bathroom. We go into the bathroom, and in the men's room on the urinals, they straight up have a monitor, like head height, like average height person sitting there, and in the toilet there's these like 4 sensors, and it connects to the monitor, and you play a video game while you're peeing.
That's
So like it
Freaking awesome.
senses you walk up to it, so it turns on when you get to it, and it had like it's like shoot the incoming missiles. So you have a gun, and when you pee on the different sensors, it changes where it's pointing. So you're sitting there peeing back and forth, and you're like pew 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 pew, pew, like shooting, and you're like, I've never in my life wanted to have more liquid in me than
That's
that
what-
moment.
on your way home. You're like guzzling all
I'm
kinds of water.
gonna get the high score.
Honey, we're
pinching
gonna get
off.
off here. Do you need to pee? Nope, I'm
be-
holding out.
I've been
See you in 5
pinching it
minutes.
off. Prostate control.
Dude, yeah, that's you're doing straight kegels there, man. Just save it for the
Dude, it
mini
was-
boss.
it was
Save it for the
funny.
mini boss.
when you walk in and you've got some guy with like a strap of those sport water bottles all around him, like 9 bottles, just sitting there the whole time.
No, he wouldn't be smart enough. He'd be drinking them,
No, there you go.
not thinking to just spray them.
This one says driving down a hill and your nuts get the feeling. You know the feeling.
Don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
the feeling.
I don't know that feeling
It's
either.
like that stomach drop feeling.
Yeah,
Yeah, I hate that feeling though. That's not a
But
pleasure.
it travels down a little bit, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Ooh!"
it's
I
like a
don't like that
tingle.
feeling. Is that a joyous feeling for
I
you?
like the stomach drop feeling.
Mine, it's like one that goes up higher. It's like,
I hate
You
that
ever notice
feeling.
one is a little more mobile than the other?
This one. Oh,
I've
this,
got a
is,
lazy nut.
Oh no.
this one's gross.
Uh-oh.
Huh.
Ugh.
A tampon that doesn't resist upon pulling out.
Yeah, I'm glad we don't have to deal with
Nope.
those.
Nope. That ruined my
That's
night.
a pleasure.
Like that's a
That's
good
a-
thing that we don't have to deal with that.
No,
that,
No,
a
like
girl
he's
is
saying, like let's say you're about to get busy. It's that time of the month for, and you go up and go.
No. This isn't
no.
Ask Reddit. This isn't an Ask Men. So a woman is saying pulling one out that doesn't resist.
So she's
That
saying
doesn't
at
have-
the same time as
Oh,
she. So
I
she's
thought
saying
this
because
was
there's
just-
nothing worse than being dry down there and trying to pull out the tampon.
Oh,
yeah.
And so
Which I could get both sides, but neither sound pleasurable
no,
at all.
No.
No. But I mean, having it come out nice and slickery do sounds better than having it have a little claws that fight back. As you try
Right?
to
It's
pull
kind
the
of like
thing out.
I think of like a bloody nose, and when it's real bloody, it comes out real easy. But
Yeah.
when it's not, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's like a.
Only completely different.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, since we're
I mean,
since we're on
same,
the-
just in a different spot.
I heard a story where this guy went into the doctor thinking he had like a bleeding ulcer or something because he had blood in his stool. Come to find out, he just wasn't drinking enough liquids, and his like colon was completely dry, so his poop was tearing his walls as it was coming out.
Oh.
Drink water, people. Gosh.
Oh my god.
Just stay hydrated.
Sweet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, let's say constipation. Sometimes that's what it is. Because you know how sometimes you'll be constipated. And you're like, oh, and you're like, all the fuss for that? Like, and it's just,
Oh, yeah,
I'll
it's
say
like-
that's the same thing. Because
Feels like that comes out like
A little
that.
nugget.
yeah. Or, and it's not even that thick, or, like, around or anything either. You know,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
just
it's
like, why
tiny.
did that hurt? That's because your colon's dehydrated, they say.
Ooh, I have one. This is kind of graphic, but the cleanup
there.
after sex.
What about it?
Especially if you go in. I feel like as the guy, it's nice because you just kind of have to wipe up and you're
It's a
good.
lot easier.
Where the girl, it's like now you have to kind of hang out over the toilet or something for a bit, make sure everything's done.
Shake it.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
So
It ain't like a
almost
movie.
let's say
Get the
like
vacuum.
like a 1% chance of getting a UTI after sex.
A guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
Right.
That's not a thing
As a
that
guy,
we have to
yeah.
worry about as much.
You know, I will say this. I was pretty devastated after the first time realizing it is not like a movie where you can just do your thing and then roll over and go to bed or cuddle up next to each other and fall asleep. No. You got to clean everything up
It
and
takes a minute or two.
still.
Then you're in bed. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
Well,
You want to know something funny one time? So, like, as we're kind of just getting our, like, just things together afterwards, I'll usually, like, take a tissue and just kind of wrap it around him just to make sure
Squeegee.
nothing's dripping or anything. And there was this one time, it killed me. Jenny called it. She was like, oh, it's like a little ghost. And I was gone. I thought it was so funny.
Did you take a marker and draw little eyes in the
Like
mouth?
just two little eyeballs. It's like, woo.
so you correct her and say it's a big ghost. It's a big ghost.
No, the job was done. It was little
Oh,
again.
okay.
It's a big scary ghost.
He's a grower, not a shower.
Little ghost.
This one's pretty good too. And this one feels great. It says the feeling of pinching your ball skin and rubbing it in between your fingers to get rid of an itch.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is when you
Goodness,
find the
yes.
itch. Have you ever done it and you have to like, it's like the
You're
itch
kinda
is
moving
running
around.
away from you.
You're
like,
It's
what's
like, come
happening here?
on.
There's an art to it.
Do you know what I've kind of found is if I, this sounds funny in my head, is if I kind of tickle, like just lightly touch, then it's like, then you can find the itch and it's like, there it is. And then you grab it.
It's like you're catching it.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful. Have you ever accidentally pinched a ball?
No, I'm very careful.
It's exactly like that.
But the vein coming out of it, I did at once. Oh, that hurt.
Oh
my gosh.
Yeah, that hurt.
So
That's worse.
I don't know if Tony can attest to this, but when I got the old snipperoo,
Yeah.
I had some for about a month or two, maybe a little bit longer. I had some, some
Fluid?
cartilage down there, some stuff
okay.
that was some scar tissue. There's a couple times where if you itched in the wrong spot, I'd hit that scar tissue. Oh, it'd send you to the floor. It was like I had just a brush up itch, and it was like, oh, cool.
There was one time that I forgot. Like this was like days after, so the pain and stuff was gone, and I just forgot and went to itch, and I hit one of the spots. I was like, whoop! I was like, oh, I was done.
Yep.
So it's not like other surgeries where you're supposed to rub the scar tissue out.
I mean, if you want to give it a shot,
You want to go for it down there? Go for it.
$100.
Wait, are you doing it for him or is he doing it?
Or am I doing it for you?
oh my gosh.
$100.
I mean, he said yes already, but there's some details need to be sorted out.
This
We'll
friendship
figure
just-
out the details later.
Off camera.
Let's just get down to business. We'll talk details later.
All I heard was $100.
We're going to take that thought, put it in a box. What is that off that bolt or whatever?
No, it's Bad Boys too.
Yeah.
Put it in
When
a
he's like,
box.
we're gonna put this in the box with like my mama's titties,
Titties.
and we're gonna throw it
And
into the
your
ocean.
erectile
So,
dysfunction.
and we're gonna throw it out into the ocean, so not even effing Jacques Cousteau can find that thing.
Everybody's watching them. Y'all need Jesus.
Remember the other night when you popped me from behind? Ever since then, I haven't been able to get an erection.
That's such a well put together movie.
It's so good, all three of them.
Right.
Just a little bit later down the road. It's our favorite part. Hey, call the wife. Tell her I'm on the way. And he's looking down. He's like,
Mike, I got an erection. Call the wife, tell her I'm on the way.
I miss him. He was such a good he's such a good actor.
Where is he?
Martin Lawrence?
Yeah.
Dude, Blue Streak's one of my
He's
favorite
around.
movies.
That one's
Streak.
funny.
Did you guys ever see Nothing to Lose?
Oh, I love that. I tried to get
so.
Tony to watch it, and he never did.
That movie is
It's not
incredible.
my fault. I haven't seen that one.
Literally the movie with the most F-bombs ever, but
It's
it
so
is so
freaking
funny.
funny.
So funny. The
Tries to
premise
cry.
is the main character comes home, finds his wife cheating on him. So he leaves and he stops at a red light. And then all of a sudden you see a gun put to his head and it's Martin Lawrence and he's robbing him.
I think I've seen
I
it.
might have
And
seen
he's
that.
like, you picked the wrong.
Yeah, you picked the wrong
mother effing
day.
guy on the wrong mother effing guy on the wrong mother effing day. And then he just floors it.
Right.
And the guns isn't loaded. You find that out. And so Martin Lawrence thinks he's being taken to the desert to be killed and then buried by this white guy. So he starts pleading with him, and then it's just this whole
Leads to one of my favorite lines where he gets to the desert and he pulls him out. He's like, all right, get out of the car. And he goes, please don't kill me, freaking Jason. Freaking Jason, don't kill me.
Dude, it's a good film. There's a lot of chaos that ensues, but it's
think
a
I've seen it.
fantastic watch.
It's honestly.
Because I've seen the actor. The he's got his hair combed to the side. And he's
Tim
in a suit,
Robbins.
right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Tim Robbins. suit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've seen it. I'm gonna have to watch it
It's
again.
so good.
I need to see it again. I think I've seen it, but
It's a great movie.
at least
like in a
parts.
khaki
anyway.
we need to have a
suit,
guys'
right?
night. Watch Nothing to Lose and the new Jackass. I mean, I know you guys have already seen it.
I don't
but-
care. I'll watch it again.
And do a bonfire.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
There we go. That's a simple pleasure that the opposite sex just doesn't get. Is just hanging out and bullshitting.
Yep.
Oh,
Doing what
yeah.
we're
Oh,
doing
they do that all
right
the
now.
time.
Yeah, but then they carry it for the next 10 years.
Oh.
What?
He said they do that all the time, hang out and BS.
Yeah.
And then I said,
but
and then they carry
someone's
it for the
feelings
next
get
10
hurt
years.
and they come home pissed off, and
Grudges, man. They hold
Yes.
grudges.
women hold grudges.
Guys don't do that as much or ever.
Let's spell it out for him, Cam.
Yeah, for real.
Okay, there's another one. Is I like as a guy we don't have to beat around the bush.
I
Just
love being
say it
around
how
the
it
bush.
is.
Depends on how much foreplay you want.
See, I'm not
Oh,
a fan
wait. Sorry,
of the bush. I don't like the bush. I don't want to beat around
It's like
it.
it's like the raptor coming out of the bush in Jurassic Park. There's something hiding. in
Clever
there.
girl.
Clever girl.
Here's something that we can't experience. Holding boobs as you're running down the stairs.
I mean,
Oh,
we
I
could
can experience that.
Well, I mean, like, but we couldn't experience, like, it wouldn't be a part of our body.
Kind of along the same note, it's like running in basketball shorts on a hot day. Now that's not a pleasure,
Boxer briefs.
You can like strain that thing.
right?
So y'all know Casey.
Strain it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He was playing basketball in too loose of shorts, and he like
Hold it.
bouncing it around somehow. It like pulled it and it swelled up.
He
dude.
sprained his nut.
Like to the point of like I was joking with him and making fun of it. And he got mad. Like it hurt him so much that he couldn't even joke about it.
Yeah,
Bro was slanging like a sledgehammer down there or what?
Oh yeah, dude, only one of them. So one was like, one was like wee, and the other one was like ding ding ding.
Wow.
Dang.
Yeah, dude, and it was like hot. He said it was radiating heat. I was like, bro.
Wow.
Did he get it checked?
Oh yeah, he's fine now. That was years ago.
He needs to come out. We need to hang out with him again. He's
yeah,
fun.
buddy.
Yes.
Go to
Casey's
Mesquite
awesome.
again.
Ooh, there we go.
Let's do it.
Done.
Okay, we'll kidnap Tony.
Yep.
Yep,
All right.
kidnap Tony, Chris. Casey will just come of his own free will.
All right.
I'm
Okay.
on board.
All right.
Booyah!
What are
We
we
won't
going?
tell you when or where. You're just gonna end up in the back of a van.
As long as I don't lose my job.
We'll put in
No
your,
promises.
we'll-
We'll make
we'll
a
request-
ransom note.
We'll request the days
There
off
we go.
for
We'll
you.
request the days off for you. We'll call your work and say Tony's not going to be here.
It's like I
These
just
days.
subtly slip you the branch number and my boss's name. Just in case.
We find it. We have LinkedIn profiles. It's easy.
We'll just go in person,
Yeah.
wearing ski
Who's
masks.
the manager?
What do you, we're not here to rob the
Wearing
bank. We're just
ski
here to take a guy.
sorry. Everyone calm down.
This will only take a second. Everybody drops to the
I
ground.
remember one time I went to the bank. I think I was talking to you. I was like, why is everyone so quiet in here? It's not a library.
Right.
It's like, quiet. What is this?
Honestly, it's true, right?
Yeah, because I'm like,
People
can I
will
just
come in, their
talk
kids
normal?
will get loud, and their parents will get all mad.
Yeah, what is
This is
this?
a financial institution.
Like it just has that air of library.
I know.
I think it's because just private information is being said, so people
Yeah, but
naturally
you think
But that's
whisper.
the problem.
You think
is-
like talking would hide that.
yeah,
Right.
everyone's so quiet you can hear it.
Well, that's why there's music playing. The music's not playing just for entertainment; it's playing as like a background.
I'll be honest, I don't even remember the last time I stepped
That's
into
it.
a
Next
bank.
time I come talk to you, I'll be like, Tony! I'm like, hey guys.
F you,
how are
Tony!
you? Come back here. Come back here. Can I get your account number?
Well, now I think it's changed a bit because of plexiglass and masks. People have gotten used to like shouting.
Oh yeah.
We've been trying to reach you about your extended car warranty.
Excuse me.
I'm just gonna scooch in here real quick.
I love those TikToks. Dude. They're the best. All right, we got one more. I love reading the comments, man. The comments
see
on
how
these
this
things
one's
are
goes.
hilarious.
Oh, do you got one?
No, but the way they wrote it is just funny. 'Cause it says, "Men of Reddit, what are some unspoken rules of being homosexual?" But they spelled homie, HOMIE, and that's
Yeah.
Homosexual.
Homosexual.
What is that?
what is that?
I mean, we're all homosexuals here.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
I thought they were like
we're with our homies.
trying to be funny with homosexual. Like,
Well, they're trying to be funny, just not in the way you thought they were trying to be funny.
So
They're trying to
what
be punny.
Then what are
Honey.
some unspoken rules?
unspoken
Wait, what
rules
was it
of being.
again?
So, men of Reddit, what are some unspoken rules of being homosexual?
Before, don't even look at the comments. Let's give our own tops. One, you don't ever take anything to heart.
Yep.
Right.
You're
Or up the
bros.
butt.
And if you do,
That too.
and if you do, you talk about it. You say, hey, listen.
With both.
I said or up the butt.
Hey, we're gonna talk
It's
about
only
it.
gay if your balls touch. That's it.
It just worked out perfectly because right after you were like, but if you do, you talk about it.
I don't know if you talk about that one.
You know, you just get to a level of comfort around your homies where it doesn't really matter.
Homosexual.
Or, like I said, I don't usually take things personal, but if something did upset you, you just talk to them about it. You don't hold it against. You
I
don't
think
hold grudges.
another one too is if you can't say it to their face, you don't say it at all.
Yep.
Yeah.
If it's funnier though, and then you tell them that you said it.
I saw a GIF or a meme or something the other day, and it laid it out perfectly. It's like, you know, your best friends when you talk trash to each other's faces, but you only speak good about them behind their backs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. I love
I
when
will.
I love those memes I send you guys of like,
That was funny.
What was the one that someone posted where it was like
Yeah.
to a song?
I sent that.
Yeah,
I sent
yeah,
to your
yeah.
best friends.
yeah, send it to your
Yeah.
best friends. Yeah.
Oh, it was the
I love those.
oh,
And he comes in sideways in the script. I did. I was like, that's perfect. I gotta right now. That's getting sent.
What were you gonna say though? Sorry, I cut you off.
Can't remember. What were we talking about?
So don't take anything to heart.
Or up the butt.
Or if you do, you talk
said you
about
talk
it.
about it.
Talk
no,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah. Okay. So when you stand up for, I defend it. Like if anybody has anything bad to say about anybody here, and there has been, I like get so pissed and get like defend you guys to the death about it. So
No, it's true.
It's true,
I've seen
right?
some of those comments
Right?
where like I wouldn't even respond to the comment, but then Chris is like, "Hey,
I get mad. I was like, I always say that if you know I'm mad, but I'm trying to be nice about it. If I say, to be fair,
to be fair,
To be fair.
to be fair,
To be
yeah,
fair.
I get it.
You guys have never seen Letterkenny?
No.
you
I
guys
got
need to
it.
watch. Like you would like.
Is it on Hulu?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
It is
actually.
on Hulu.
I now have the Hulu.
And my family's in it.
We got rid of the Comcast.
Good.
They're like, you don't save much money. Bull, we save a lot of
You
money.
save so much
so
money.
much.
Comcast is a
But,
ripoff.
but if you bundle with a home landline, we could save it. Ooh, why? Stop trying to sell it.
My dad has
still a thing?
Comcast. They're installing fiber out near his house, and I'm like, it's so much cheaper. He's like, yeah, that sounds like a lie. I'm like, no, it's
So much cheaper.
so much cheaper and so much better and faster.
Even if you did you get
I want fiber.
the thing installed in your house, or do you
Yeah.
pay Utopia?
Yeah,
So you
it's
bought it.
installed.
It's like $3,000.
Yeah.
And it's yours forever.
Yeah,
But even like we didn't do that because our house is old and I don't want to install that thing. I don't know where it would go. So we pay $30 a month to Utopia just for the hardline connection. But then my internet's only $50. So even at $80, I'm cheaper than like Comcast's like 100 megabit speeds.
Yeah.
And I get a gig.
Yep,
I'm $70
exactly.
for 300 megabytes.
That is stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, first comment out the gate on that one. When you don't kiss your homies goodnight, are you even straight?
Oh my gosh. Dude, was it in our like group chat where somebody sent the video of the guy who's like new reality TV show idea? 11 gay men, one of them straight. They have to figure out who it is, and if they do, they win money. If the straight man successfully pretends he's gay, he wins all the money. And then they're like, plot twist, everyone's straight. Now you watch a show of a bunch of straight men trying to out-gay each other. And see what happens.
That would be hilarious.
That would be. I would watch
God.
that. I legit would watch that. Wow,
But
that's
then
awesome.
you get a bunch of them like questioning their sexuality by the end of it.
That's why everyone's like, let's see what happens. This is interesting.
The thing is, though, is you can't have like tools on there because I feel like
What
they
kind of tools?
like douchebag tools.
I wasn't
yes.
thinking douchebags either. I was like,
What are you talking?
No, I mean like
spatulas.
I mean like men that are tools. Like,
Yeah, that makes sense.
It'd be intriguing to see how many of the guys would be willing to do extracurricular
like how far
activities.
or it's nothing but tools, but the prize money is $100 million bucks. So then it's like
Yes.
now they're having to lower
it
their
would
standards.
be even better. A whole bunch of douchebags.
Well, the only reason I say that is because, like, I think back in high school, I hear about what some of those D-bags were doing in the shower locker room, thinking
yeah.
that it was just funny. And I'm like, dude, that's sick.
Yeah.
Like, they'd, like, pee on each
That's
other
gay.
or, like, touch each other with their penises and
That's-
things like that. I'm like,
That's R. Kelly level.
that's gay.
What class?
Like-
where was
Say,
this?
what?
I've never, yeah.
I've never
had
seen
that
this.
happen.
Schools we went to,
Wow.
the stories I heard,
Oh,
I didn't
you
see
heard
it.
stories?
I heard stories. I did not see it.
Oh.
I wasn't one to shower in gym
no,
class.
I
I'll be
agree.
honest.
Oh, neither did I.
I showered.
Nope.
I had stinky feet.
I didn't shower.
I just put on a fresh coat of deodorant and called it good.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
showered.
I remember back in I look back and this is very concerning to me now. But like you were supposed to shower. Like they said you had to shower, and the coach would even make you like open your towel and show that you didn't have your underwear on.
What?
And like he was a cool normal guy, but I look back at it now and I'm like,
That's weird.
that's a little weird.
I was never made.
I never
I
did.
never had that.
I dressed
Nope.
and ran. I never showered. I didn't shower a single time in school ever.
Nope. Neither did
Couldn't
I.
do it.
Junior
You're
high or
leaving
high
yourself
school, I never
too
did.
vulnerable around
yeah.
too many guys.
I can't be
I
sticky
was
sweaty,
always
though.
in gym class with like the jocks, and those were the ones that I mean. I'm not saying all of them. You know, any of you that by chance listen, I'm not talking bad on all of you, but there was a handful that I really questioned. Like, I don't know.
No tool bags.
No, I get you.
Yeah.
Yep, we get you.
I just go shower. Well, we had individual stalls we could shower in,
Well, convenient.
Oh.
but then they had the group shower.
Yeah, ours were all group showers.
Yeah.
Mine was all group showers,
The
too.
single
Like
ones
prison,
were for
prison
life.
showers.
Well, they had the handicap
Prison
showers.
showers.
Yeah, that's it. They had handicap showers that were the only ones contained.
That's me.
Chris would
go.
just gimp it as he went in there.
Yeah.
Well, the
Bring out
guys
some
are like
special
laughing
buddy
at
and
each
walk in
other,
there.
like and
What are some more on there? I'm just curious because that was hilarious.
If you're, that one doesn't make sense. If you're wearing socks, it's not gay. Oh, light bulb.
I don't get it.
So if you're fooling around with your socks on, it's not gay.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Sorry, guys.
Gross.
I'm not
'Cause
touching his socks on or
I
off.
thought it was like, didn't they say it was like shoes? If your shoes are on, it's not
No,
sex or
that
something.
was,
What was that?
that was a drinking thing. You couldn't pass out with your shoes on.
Right.
No, I swear there was another one too.
Is this the bromance thing still?
Hey, this kind of goes
Yeah.
along to the balls thing. I remember my friend kept moving the bar for it's only gay if.
Right.
So
So
you jumped right to balls not touching.
Right.
So
It's only gay if your balls touch.
Yep.
Oh, he goes on to explain it a little bit. First, it was only gay if you use your mouth. Then it was only gay if a penis goes into a butt. Then it was only gay if you didn't think about women. By the end of our freshman year, we were having regular sex, showering and cuddling together, and practicing making out, so we could impress girls when we finally kissed them. Oh my God.
Oh, your friend's gay. And you might be too.
Let's just practice on each other so we can really impress the girls.
Wow, that guy had him fooled, man.
Yeah.
Dang.
Hook,
Real.
line, and sinker. Wow.
Oh.
Oh, man.
That could tie in with his next question. What's a sexual experience you thought you wanted but realized during or after that you really didn't?
The one that pops into my head wasn't actually sexual. It was my first time making out. And like, I always thought it would be hot to have a girl take control and kind of, in a way, manhandle me until I was like literally manhandled by the biggest tomboy in school.
Yeah, I remember that story.
Yeah.
Play with your nipples.
No. But she shoved her tongue down my throat and I didn't want it.
No,
You
Daddy,
felt
no.
violated.
Sadness, the concern on your face.
That was me,
Like,
like a make out junior high. I
Yeah.
dated this girl. I didn't really want to, but I did. Because I felt like a jerk and didn't want to say no. And she grabs me in the middle of hall in front of everybody. I was like, ugh. It's
Like
making
licking your
Like you
face?
just feel the spit pulling up the bottom of your mouth. Oh, it was so nasty.
you don't know what to do.
And you don't know if it's yours or theirs.
So you don't want to swallow.
No. That was
Start
wrong.
drooling.
That was. I think she had Frito chips,
Oh my gosh, dude.
chili powdered ones. It's good.
Tastes like onion. What are some on there? I'm curious.
On the sexual experiences?
Yeah, of course.
Let me pull it up. I just read it straight from
That's
the
so funny.
So
It's thinking.
the first one on here is a threesome in college. Everyone said we won't get weird about it.
They all got weird, didn't they?
Oh, man.
The balls touched.
Here's another one. Someone on here said getting a blowjob for the first time.
Really?
Wow.
Must have.
You use teeth. I mean,
They clearly did it wrong.
There's a proper amount.
It's still frightening when, even if it is the
place
proper
and time.
amount, the initial touch kind of just makes you go, okay.
Okay. You're not mad, are you?
here you go. He goes into detail as to why it was not good.
Let's hear it.
She always claimed her gag reflex was insane poor, like unable to eat certain foods, impossible to do. I didn't believe her and she challenged me. I had the clean sheets, but I'll get a BJ. Obviously, I agree. Not even 5 seconds, she projectile vomits all over me and my dick. Promptly with a, I told you so.
Oh my gosh. I'm happy that wasn't in this subreddit, this topic where it says the birth of a kink. What was your birth of a kink moment?
It might be.
That reminds me of the movie.
What do you do? Coat it in Epicac?
I don't know, man.
Have you seen?
Could you imagine if you were like, yeah, that was hot?
Have you seen the movie Tomcats?
Dude, that would never be hard.
I know.
But yeah.
Oh, God.
To think.
With Jerry O'Connell?
Is that the
Tomcats?
main guy?
I believe so, yeah.
Tomcats.
I've never seen it. No.
There's a part there. They have a friend who's like a major womanizer, sleeps around, that type of thing. And there's a part he's telling this story about doing this girl in the back seat. And he's like, no joke. He's all, we're in the middle of it. It's hot and heavy. It's nice. All of a sudden she rolls down the window, puts her head out and just starts to vomit. And his friends are like, oh, it's a total mood killer. You stopped, right? And he's like, no, man. He's like, I started doing her from behind. He's like, those convulsions were amazing.
It's like a gifted cough.
Oh, gross.
Horrible.
Here's another one.
Oh no.
What'd you find, Cam?
This comment is just really good, but you need to know more before you get to that comment. But it's like, this is the one where it's like, what's something minor that highly improved your sex life? And they're talking about a pillow under the hips. Just put a blanket over the pillow for better angles. And they're all like, yeah, 100% better, to get everything right. And then you go down a little bit, and this person's like, it's science. The angle of your dangle is directly proportional to the heat of your meat.
He's not wrong about that pillow.
That's a good thing.
I like this one on the birth of the kinks. What was your birth of the kink moment? This one says, I was play fighting with one of my friends and she grabbed my wrists. I turned bright red. So like they like being like bound.
Oh,
dang.
Okay.
That could be a
That
moment.
what did I watched? I saw a TikTok or something today, and it's these this girl's like sitting in the bleachers at a high school game or something like that, and the person filming like yanks her ponytail, and she turns around with this like smile.
I've seen that one.
And then he goes and does it to his own wife, and she like slaps him.
I saw that one. It's like where the freak comes out for a brief moment. It's like,
Yeah.
and
It's
then
the birth moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any last ones?
I mean, we could
Any
be
last
along for the ride on this
words?
one. So another birth of the kink moment.
All right.
At a college Halloween party, a girl came dressed as a boxed wine Franzia, complete with a spout in the crotch area that dispensed actual boxed wine. It was a fun gimmick for guys to lay down while she squatted and received some wine from her while in the crotch area. After my first couple of drinks, I wondered how many times can I do this before it starts to look like I'm on my way. I'm way too into it. That is hilarious.
Oh, I thought that was going somewhere else.
Oh, yep.
Well, I mean, that is where it's going, I would imagine.
Yeah.
You know?
That's like on Road Trip with Sean William Scott. Where
when he goes to the sperm
they
bank.
go to donate sperm because they need money, and so he keeps hitting on the hot nurse, and he's like, "But you come and help me," and all this stuff, and she's like, "No," and sends him into the room, and he comes back out and he goes, "Listen, I can't do it with these magazines. I need some help," and she goes, "All right, I'll come and help," and he goes, "Oh," it gets all excited. She's like, "All right, take your pants off and bend over the table," and he goes, "Where's this going?" And he thinks he's gonna get like a reach around, and all of a sudden she gets some lube and goes right up his butt, and you see him go, "Ooh, ooh."
Oh my gosh.
And then he ends up going, and then it goes on for the rest of the movie, and then all of a sudden, like the last credit scenes or whatever, it shows him back at the same place, and she's like, "What are we doing? 2 finger?" He goes, "Let's make it 3 this time."
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
All right,
gosh.
Sharon, I'm seeing faces over there.
No, it was just a picture.
It's a picture.
of this guy and a girl like in a Halloween costume, and she's dressed as a nun. And he's dressed as a
priest.
a priest. And the caption is horrible. He says she usually calls me daddy, but last night she called me father.
I am your father.
Oh my god.
Oh goodness gracious!
Wow.
That's
Okay.
funny.
All right then. Well, I think on that note,
Oh, great.
Yeah, we'll end on here. Thanks for killing the mood, Cam.
thanks for killing that mood.
I thought it was funny.
It was funny. It was really good.
Unless anybody's got last ones.
Another
I
birth
mean-
of the kink moment. My crush and I were having a pillow fight, and she started strangling the pillow around my neck. Shivers down my body.
Jeez.
There you go.
That's weird.
I'm
I
very
like-
Manila.
You don't want to be choked out? You mean?
No.
You,
I mean, I'd
you
give
don't
it a
want
try
Lisa
once.
just choking you out?
I'll try it once.
All right.
He's like, I might.
I liked this question. I haven't looked at the comments, but the question is, what's something every guy should know but is rarely taught? It doesn't necessarily have to be sexual.
How to do your taxes.
Money management.
Yeah, money management. My dad actually taught that. to me.
Man, that's a good
Did he?
question.
God, my dad didn't.
I feel like we could almost make that its own podcast.
Right.
If we
Yeah.
really put some thought into it.
We could teach youngsters.
Yeah.
Should we hang on to that one?
Yeah, let's hang on to that one. Let's keep that one for next time. Let's
I
Yeah,
can
put
tell
on
you,
the bank.
since we're in this Ask Men type of thing.
Yep, we are in that. Yep.
Sorry, Ask Men.
Ask me.
I can tell you with being huge in Utah with Mormon culture, the biggest thing that even men and women aren't taught is about sex. A lot of these times people are thrust into it. I know a couple of people who have gotten married and divorced because the husband learned about sex through porn and then decided that's how sex should be and tried it on his newlywed wife, who is this innocent girl, and went, "What the hell are you doing?" And he wasn't happy with it, and it caused frustrations and madness.
So there wasn't a birth of a kink there.
Exactly.
For him,
For
yes.
him, there was.
See,
For her, there wasn't.
See, my little sister got married, and she actually came and talked to my wife about that. I was like, "Don't tell me anything," but she went and talked to her.
See, I've heard that a common one, in Utah and in the religion is that they're taught their entire life that sex is bad.
Yep.
So then when they're finally married and can have sex, neither of them actually want to do it. And so the marriage slowly falls apart.
Which is honestly, that was Kara. When we got married, like Kara didn't understand because she really wasn't taught about it, because she was taught sex was so bad growing up, that she didn't understand how saying "I do" over an altar immediately meant that all of a
Suddenly
sudden
makes
snap
it
of
okay.
fingers, hope it's okay for this guy that you've been dating to now touch you inappropriately. And
Oh, it's
you know,
appropriate.
Now that
Well,
you
it's
say I
appropriate
do,
now.
we get to
now
we
get to do the doo-doo. And
When I do, we do.
I do, you do, we do.
but she didn't understand it, and it took her a minute, and it took us talking and understanding, and I had
So
to
can I
understand
ask you
where
a
she was
personal
coming
question?
from. Yes.
Sort of. Did you guys have sex on your wedding night?
No.
I was just curious.
Doesn't
'cause
mean I didn't try, but no.
Hey, don't let it ruin it. We didn't either. But that wasn't. I mean, it was new for us.
Yeah.
But
No,
honestly, we were so tired. We went out to the Salt Lake. We went to bars, danced, had a blast, and we got back and we were just like, we're too tired. We're just going to bed.
it took us it was a couple nights before we could work up to it.
Huh?
Roofies.
Wow.
It's all this roofling you keep talking about.
Sounds like a dog name.
He just realized one didn't work. It took a couple nights before they finally
He got the
kicked in.
dosage.
Just kicking in. Man,
Jokes,
geez.
jokes, people, jokes.
All jokes.
The other side of that, though, is there's also speculation as to why Utah is also one of the highest porn viewing states as well. Is because it's like
It's because in
you
all
have that tilt.
in all honesty, it's that forbidden thing.
Yeah.
If you ask me, it's that forbidden
Fruit.
the forbidden fruit.
Forbidden fruit.
Like, don't talk about it, don't think about it, don't touch it. It's like,
just that
even if you try to talk to if you're trying to talk to about your parents, hopefully your parents are good enough that they will talk to you about it. But at the same time, you are taught that, like, don't talk about it to anybody. It is
Not necessarily.
I could.
Like, I can see what you're saying. Like, and this is what happens ultimately is that people misunderstand the actual way it's supposed to be taught, and they go to the extremes, and they cause more harm than good.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, because like it doesn't say like you're not allowed to talk about sex ever. It doesn't say that, but
it
people
doesn't
do
say
it.
that.
They go to that extent because they don't want to deal with the nuances of it.
Yes.
And so it's something that needs to be talked about more within the family, but and kind of given clear expectations of this is what we don't want to see happen. Like, sex is not bad. We don't want you to be having it before you're married and committed to that person.
See, my dad didn't talk about it at all.
It's just like, you don't do it. You
don't do it. Just don't do it.
No, my parents were always very good. Like, this is what we expect of you, and this is why. Now make your choice.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the biggest thing, is explaining the why.
Yeah.
Because I said so.
So I
Because
didn't
I don't
mean
want to
to.
raise your child.
I didn't mean to end on a kind of a heavy
Serious
thing.
note.
Great.
That's good.
Good job.
Good job.
That's all right.
It's fine.
Tune in next time. We gave you a sneak peek of how depressing and deep the next topic's going to be.
Way to take our fun night away from us, Tony.
No,
It's
the next one
just
won't be
kidding.
depressing.
No, it won't be.
It's
It's
Well,
good to
good.
talk about stuff like that, though.
No,
really
it is.
Oh, yeah.
you know us. Do we make anything
it's-
deep, dark, and heavy for the entire episode?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, but that was only about the Titanic.
No, it's not the Titanic.
It's the Olympic.
Gosh,
The running joke now.
Yeah.
how many times we got to
constant.
tell you that?
So
Also, there's
run
another
away.
theory that the Titanic was actually full of cannibals. But anyways, that's for another time.
What?
Thanks for joining us here
Anyways,
tonight.
yes.
Finds a crowd.
Thank you guys. We love you.
Yeah.
Hopefully you enjoyed this as much as we enjoyed it.
Good stuff.
We love being here for you guys. Also, please like and subscribe, share,
Right.
tell your friends, tell your family.
Maybe not this
Maybe
episode.
not this episode.
Yeah.
Grab one of our other family-friendly episodes.
Yes.
Send them to, on
Start
their
them
merry
off
way.
easy and then let
Anything
them work
that's
into
not
this
this.
stuff.
Right.
Then they'll have their birth of a kink moment, and then
Yes.
it'll be good.
Yes.
What if
Oh,
that
there was
is
this
the
one
kink?
time I was listening to these 5 guys.
And then I had a thought.
They have to listen to our podcast now every time.
Yeah.
Oh, could
That's
you
the kink.
imagine?
The kink.
Our little beginning intro.
All the millions of men out there now pee through their zipper.
No, we don't.
Nope.
No,
we
we don't.
don't.
That still boggles my mind. Anyways.
That people pee through their zippers, I know.
Freaking weirdos.
No, that you guys don't. That's what a zipper is there for.
Sounds like a bunch of ball
In
sniffers.
fact, in our
Zippers are
It does
there.
look like a trap, though.
in fact in our underwear, there's also a little opening that you can
Don't
open
start
up.
that again.
Not that again.
All right.
Good night.
Y'all have a good night. We love you. Thanks for being a part of this crowd.
Good night. Goodbye. I love you.
Ciao.
See ya.